Everybody knows how to spin the wheel. We're talking about the biggest game ever played.
No whammies, and stop.
Oh, no! My first spin, look at that. Oh, whoa, no, I'm looking at the wrong arrow. How do you do this show?
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to our selection show. We're still trying to get Austin the little intro for our actual, because he's running the stream for this one for our actual free for all. So we just rolled with that one tonight, but it is the free for all. In fact,
that's what it is.
Our selection show. So we are going to be spinning the wheel 27 times. So we got 27 competitors. So for anyone that's tuning in live and you want to see what your number is going to be, then you can know a little ahead of time. Probably in about 24 hours or so, we'll be making some groups and we'll send everyone out their number just to make sure everyone has their number. So good luck to all of the competitors. And the key is, if you're not familiar, and I'm sure everyone who's going to play in this is familiar, lower numbers are bad, because then you have a longer road to winning this thing, and higher numbers give you an easier road. But it depends. Some people like lower numbers because they can be able to show off and see if they can do it marathon style, like William Bibiani style in the free for all, and just go all the way through, and that's where find out who the real competitors with the real skill are. We'll see what happens. So it's where we separate the wheat from the chaff, as they like to say. Because what I will say about this is all the movie clips that I have for this are going to be very recognizable movies, but some of them may be kind of obscure clips from those movies. So you're really going to have to know your movies, so inside and out. So yeah, but anyways, welcome. I'm your host. I'm Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, or master of ceremonies tonight, and we got Austin Pez here to help me spin the wheel. How's it going, Austin?
Yeah, and I'll be co-hosting with you on the actual free for all because I'm going to sit this one out as sort of the grand champion of Seen and Heard right now. So whoever wins this thing, you got to face me next time. So I will be the task you will face as the winner. That's kind of how it's going to work.
Yeah, because the winner will face a championship of competitors, a championship crew, if you will. It'll be all of our former winners. It'll be Austin, Moose Haas, and Ryan Permison are all of our former champion, and you will face off against them for the ultimate grand champion, see if you have what it takes to beat all of our former champions. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it should be interesting, and we'll probably what end up doing here is we'll end up spinning this wheel, figuring out the order, and then we'll give you a little preview as far as the rules and kind of how it's going to work. Maybe after we get this selection out of the way, because I'm sure some people are tuning in because they want to see what they're going to spin. So, and I don't blame them. How it'll work is, if we have anybody drop out last minute, which we might have one or two people drop out, it seems to be the way these rumbles go. We'll just kind of shift the order. We'll just plop that person out and kind of shift it, closer together, that sort of thing. So it'll still be roughly the same order, essentially, as it gets spun here.
Yeah, so like usually, without fail, that happens. One person has something come up. I mean, it's 27.
I mean, I'm sure once we make these groups, Facebook groups, somebody will forget that they signed up for this and drop out. I'm sure. That's why we have 27. If it gets whittled down to 25 or 24, that's fine. We still got plenty of people.
Yeah, and also to make it fair, this is the actual cutoff date. So if someone would have messaged me literally yesterday, I would have been happy to add one more person. But once we do all the numbers to keep it fair, we're not just gonna respin things or like add someone in some random time. Yeah. So this is the official cutoff. So we have our 27 competitors. That's what it'll be. But if you don't get to play at this time, we are gonna do another free for all decided. I'm gonna do it during the holiday season because that's when my workload for my new job gets a lot lighter there. So we'll have time to do one around the holiday, maybe like mid-December, possibly early December. We'll do it before the holidays get too in full force, but we'll do it roughly that time. So
yeah. Well, should I pop this thing up on screen and we'll get it going here, Jordan?
Yeah.
What do you say? And I'm gonna write them down as we go in a
Sounds
little
good.
note app here and keep track of it. But here we go. I've got it
Nice.
right
You got
here. Yeah, I've got everybody's name as you can see there. All the 27 names are right there on the side, all popped in here. So what we're gonna do is, I'll just literally. This will, the first one will just be number one, whatever name comes up, and we'll kind of talk about everybody as they pop up, and we'll get this thing going. So I'll write it down as well. You'll probably end up writing it down.
And I've got
both do it.
my backup note app too, just in case. I don't know. You can't really see. It's
I'm gonna write them down as well.
But it's there. There you go. My note app, but yeah.
So Jordan, I'm gonna first give this thing a couple of shuffles here. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
All right, yeah.
Make sure they're all mixed up, and what do you say we spin this thing here?
All right,
number one.
Sounds good. Let's see who has the challenge of being the first competitor. It's gonna be tough.
Oh boy, is that your buddy Chase there?
Oh man, like that'll be tough, but I think that actually works out well for him though, because he's married with a couple kids. So like if he has to have a shorter go at it, that might be to his advantage. We never know though. Like he hasn't fared as well at like some just regular trivia that we've done. But I think for the movie Clips, because he actually runs a movie theater, he may be a little more formidable of an opponent, like for actual Clips, So
well, and realistically, the first 5 here that we're gonna spin all have to start at the same time. So really, this first 5 is the one.
Yeah, the first 5 are like
they're roughly
all the first to go.
Same. So all right, well, let's see who else has got to join that first panel there.
Yeah, the first 5. You really don't want to be 1 through 5, but hey. It is what it is.
Oh, is that Evan Bushgar, the gold leader?
Oh man, yeah.
All right, he's the Schmodown alumni, so.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, throw it in there.
And Bushgar, I'm writing these down as well, just to make sure we both have cross-checked the same thing here. But gold leader is he knows his Star Wars. I don't know if there's any Star Wars clips in there. There might be, Jordan. I mean, you won't say if there is, but there could be.
There might be. I'm not going to say anything, but and also too, you'll want to be here maybe a little before. It'll be 8 p.m. Eastern time. Just for the first 5. The first 5 you want to make sure you're just a little early for this. So got Josh Diggins.
Josh Diggins, he's been on some recent tier rankers and whatnot, and he's been popping up on Battleground recently. So the guy knows his movies. I'm playing him in a Westerns Battleground exhibition coming up soon, actually.
Oh, nice.
So I'll be squaring off with Josh in a different format.
Cool. And we'll let you know though. Like if you get a higher number, you may not be coming into like an hour or two into the show, but we'll let everybody know. We're going to keep everyone posted.
We'll keep everybody
on deck and everything.
I think even Malcolm said he's going to help out. I think he's playing, but he's also going to help us, remind people, who's on deck and things like that. We'll coordinate whatever we can.
So you may see Malcolm in both groups just to kind of help out, but that's
but he doesn't know any answers or anything. We promise.
No.
So the only people who will know will be me and Jordan, and we're not playing. So, all right. Oh, it's our buddy Michael Wolfman.
Oh,
there we go.
Wolfman. All right,
Wolfman. Okay. And now he hasn't played a lot in the trivia spaces, so we'll see how he does. But he has seen a lot of movies. So,
right.
Especially if you have any A24 movies in this thing.
Right. Or some A24 or some Tarantino maybe.
So, all right, so he'll be number 4.
All right.
Pop him out of there, and let's see. This will be the last of the first group, the people who will kick this thing off. Let's see. Could be Brandon Cohen. Okay.
Oh, all right.
Brandon Cohen, I believe, just won JPO's Rumble, though, the other night for the 300th episode. So.
That's right. I remember that.
But granted, he came in last instead of first. So he was like the last entrant in the Rumble, as opposed to this one, he's going to be one of the first entrants in the Rumble. So, that'll be quite different for Brandon. He's going to have to last a long time to win this one.
We'll see.
Through a whole bunch of competitors. But all right. So this will be the beginning of, the first person that would come in if somebody gets eliminated right here, number 6. So let's see. All right. Oh, Brian, you're watching. You got to be early. Sorry, Brian.
Well, at least you're not one of the first 5. You'll be
not one of the first 5, but you got to go quite a ways if you want to win this thing at number 6. So you'll be kind of near the beginning here. There you go.
Yeah, so at least one person will be eliminated by the time you come in.
Yeah. So yeah, you won't be the first person out, but there we go. All right. So that'll be Brian. You'll be number 6, and I know he's watching right now. So, Sandy Robinson.
Oh, Sandy Robinson. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been kind of like a newcomer to some of the trivia. I know he played trivia for the first time, so he's kind of familiar with how it works. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so Sandy Robinson will enter at number 7. All right, so we got 20 more competitors to spin here. Let's see what we got. All right, here it comes. Oh boy, our buddy Soda, Matt Mageau. Okay. All right,
Yeah, a
and he
couple
hasn't
fellow
played a lot of
Canadians
trivia
coming
either.
in.
Yeah, Canadians kind of back to back. So
Yeah.
Matt Mageau hasn't played a ton of trivia, but again, he's seen a lot of movies. So the key here is more seeing movies than knowing trivia per se.
Right.
Just recognizing those movie clips.
Yeah,
more
because
than knowing facts and knowing directors and knowing actors. It's more about just recognizing that stuff you've seen.
Yeah, because for anyone who's not so familiar, we're doing all clips this time. We don't always do all clips. A lot of time we have music, we have movie quotes, we have some kind of picks and list type things, but you have to guess who people are. But this will be all clips, so just
all these little 15-second clips. Yeah, just recognizing it. Yeah.
So the best way to study for this is just watch movies. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. So here we go. All right, next spin here. This will be number 9.
All right.
So yeah, still kind of in this front half here.
Yeah.
Oh boy, my buddy, there goes Henry Confidential.
Henry,
Okay,
all right.
so, all right. He's pretty good. So he's challenged me a couple of times. He hasn't quite overtaken me, but he's given me a run for my money a couple of times.
What I'll say is that like he's probably one of the best people I've scored off with in trivia, but he does have his weaknesses where I've been able to beat him a couple of times. So we'll see.
I'm gonna say repeats. Yeah, Henry. Yeah, you're number 9 overall, have 27. So you're not not quite first, but
not bad.
Almost middle. Not bad. I have confidence in you, Henry. I think it'll last a little while. Yeah, Brian was asking how many. I think we're gonna do the 3 repeat rule, so you'll get 3 repeats for the whole Rumble. So I hope if you want to see it again that somebody else asks for a repeat, because we're gonna keep track. You'll get 3 repeats.
Yeah, we'll keep track of all that. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Henry enters at number 9, and here we go for number 10. Oh man, it could be another one of our. It's right on the border. Oh, JPO.
Oh yeah, barely.
Jordan. Well, Jordan was hoping he was going to be in the front half. Actually, he was kind of hoping for that. So you're in the first 10, Jordan. You're literally number 10. So you won't have to wait too long to jump into this Rumble. So that's good for you, I guess. All right, JPO. Jordan Owens enters at number 10.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Yeah, it's going to be the usual 15-second clips. The usual as we do. Yeah, 15.
Yep.
Yeah. Chris Greiner, the hotel nerd, who we've had on a couple of times. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, he's been on the Movie Hero Network a couple of times here and there. And,
used to come on a whole lot more than he does lately. He's recently ramped up his channel. He's doing a lot of on the Hotel Nerd Network, so go check that out. Yeah.
Yeah,
good stuff.
But yeah, Henry. Yeah, basically to answer your question, it's exactly like kind of actual Senior Her, just in Rumble format. Yeah, all 15-second clips, just clips, all clips, and one repeat of a clip, and we're not going to do 2 separate hints. We're just going to do a 1 bundle hint, I believe, of director and year if nobody gets it. So,
we'll just do that because we can repeat clips, but I mean we can't do it too many times or else we're gonna have a really long episode.
Yeah, so just once if nobody gets it, and then the people who don't get it, we'll not get the points. So there you go. All right, so another spin here. This will be number 12.
He was on a couple of frenzies, Chris Greiner, Brian. Yeah.
All right, Kevin Poss. Okay.
All right.
Poss entering there. All right. He's participated a few times, and I know from Battleground and all that. So, all right, Kevin Poss at number 12.
All right,
number 13. We're almost to the halfway point here.
Yeah.
See who literally enters right in the middle. It could be our buddy, Steven Shepard. Okay.
Yep. Steven Shepard. All right.
Steven's good, man. He's also a guy who's done very well. So he knows his
stuff. Kind of
stuff.
sneaky too. Like you almost don't think you would be that good, but then like ends up being really good. Actually, surprisingly.
Oh yeah,
So,
totally.
didn't win a few trivia matches. So.
Yeah, Steven is solid. So, all right, let's go to number 14 here with this next spin.
Right.
Could be the critic, Dan Skip Allen. Okay,
Dan Skip Allen. All right.
He sees a lot of stuff. He's a movie critic, so he may recognize a lot.
Yeah, he sees everything. So
yeah. But yeah, we've never actually had him on Seen and Heard. This will be his first foray. And yeah, some of these people would be their first time ever on Seen and Heard.
Yeah, right.
So we'll see how they do. We could have some.
Actually, I think Dan's done it once. He did do it. Once.
Oh, did he do it once?
Yeah.
Maybe one of the ones I wasn't there.
Yeah.
All right, Alec Miller.
All right.
We just had him on tournament fights pretty recently.
Yeah, he's been coming on. He's been on twice. So.
I believe Alec is either a current or former Lights Out champion, so he knows his way around trivia. So
oh yeah.
So Alec knows his stuff. He knows movies. All right, this will be so he enters at number 15 as we get into the back half here. So all you people that are getting spun, you're pretty lucky. You're getting into this back half here. JB3.
Yeah, JB3. Okay. All right, cool.
All right, speaking of Lights Out there.
Yeah, the Grand Marshal of Lights Out.
Marshal of Lights Out. Yeah, but all you guys, you're getting pretty good numbers here. To get these back halves. So
yeah, the back half.
You won't have to go through as many people, but we still got some heavy hitters you're gonna have to go up against here still on this wheel. So.
Well, the trade-off is that you got to wait about an hour to play, but then you have an easier path.
But you have an easier path, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, get down here.
Yeah.
Right on the border, Jacob Cameron.
Okay.
All right.
Which he might be a new competitor. I'm not as familiar with him, but he reached out.
I see him in the trivia spaces. He plays. Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, he plays. So he should be a good competitor. But yeah, we're number 18 here as we're winding down the names. All right, our buddy Malcolm Way.
There we go, Malcolm. Yep.
Okay.
Number 18.
We're at number 18.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sure he'll be happy about that. Everybody on this wheel, I'm sure will be happy about their spots here.
Yeah, right. Going forward, you're like
forward,
pretty
you got pretty good numbers here. Yeah, if you're good chances. All right, the man who signs up for everything, Chris Diaz.
Chris Diaz. You always count on him to be on like every single episode of everything.
All right, but Chris will enter at number 19. All right, as we get into the 20s here, I'm gonna keep shuffling them up every couple of spins here. Just keep it random. All right, number 20.
Let's see,
truly in the back half here.
Right. Okay.
A guy who I'm not as familiar with, but signed up, Bruce Allen Boyd.
Boyd the second. Yeah. That's one I'm not as familiar too. So, but I mean, like he's usually pretty active in our Schmodown Friends and Family group. He's always commenting.
We'll see how he does in the trivia space here. So yeah, sounds good. Give him a shot here. He's got a good shot at number 20.
Yeah,
got to go through a couple of competitors here. So
got a few first timers in here. All right, we got Maria,
our resident grandmother of the group, Maria Hannah. She likes to play. All right.
Yeah, she says just sign her up for anything. She's always
sign her up for anything. Well, you're in at number 21, so you'll be in the back half. Marie, probably around the hour and a half mark or so. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, so hopefully everybody who's on this wheel, you guys will be watching. The actual as it goes on the free for all, so you can keep up with it. Okay. We hope you guys will tune in. Most of the time, these rumbles, everybody tunes in. We want you to tune in and watch.
If you tune in and watch and get a feel for like what the clips are kind of going to be like and like how soon your number's going to come up,
All right, Zach Shelton.
Right.
Okay.
Zach Shelton, all right.
Happy birthday, by the way. It's his birthday today.
Oh, yeah. And also, he was just on, I think, on like Tuesday, something. Or no, he was on last Friday. That's when he was on.
Yeah, he was on our one-word tier ranker. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, 19 Diaz, you got a good spot.
It's a good spot.
A couple people, even Brian's not familiar with. Yeah, we got a couple of new competitors. So
yeah, we got a couple of new ones. So we'll see. I mean, some of the new ones hopefully won't be the ones that just randomly don't show up, but you never know though. So anything's possible.
All right, 23. Only a couple of competitors left, and we still got some heavy hitters here, man. So Jeremy Potters, he's a heavy hitter,
right.
Man. He knows his stuff. Big business.
Yeah. He just reached out to me. He was like, "I want to make sure that I'm signed up. You have me down right before you do your selection show." I'm like, and tell him, yeah, we got you signed up. He said he's just starting vacation. He's been unavailable. He's starting vacation Sunday. So
Former champ, one of the only guys to beat me, Moose Haas.
oh, yep.
All right.
We do have a couple former champs playing, but not our current champ. So
yes, which is me. That's me.
yes. All right. The final three spots. Let's see.
Oh, our buddy Richie, who was just on our network. All right, Richie. Hey, you got a good slot there, Richie. You're right near the end.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Which is funny. We're gonna have a former champ as one of the final two, but that's all right. It's just
that's the way it's all, as you've seen. It's all random. I've just been spinning this wheel, so that's the way it's going to be. So we could have a former champ. Just pick, and what's going to happen is if a former champ wins, we'll take the second place competitor. Because speaking of, Pyron Permerson is a former King of Her champ. So
I will say though that if the former champ wins, we'll take the second place person, but then also allow the former champ to be on the next episode if they want to be. I'll give them an extra spot. So
and then obviously that leaves our buddy Matt Munoz.
Right.
The final number 27. So you lucked out, Matt. All right.
You got lucky. But all you have to do is just show up for the last round.
So yes, if you're in the back half, you obviously have a better chance, but you also have to go up against two former champions in that path to the final there. So not exactly an easy path. You got some heavy competition there. In that final stretch. So not going to be a cakewalk. Just because you have a later number. So that should be interesting.
Yeah, for sure. And I will say too that I've got about 150 clips clipped out, so we got plenty. Like if it goes into sudden death, we have some tiebreakers. You never know.
We did the math as far as like the bare minimum if only one person got eliminated each round, and then an extra like 40 clips beyond that. You know what I mean? With the math, just to be sure. And
but cover our bases.
But the thing is, Jordan, anything that's left over, you can use in a future episode if you've already got it downloaded. So that's not a bad thing. Just any unused stuff. So that's not bad.
And Brian saying, how high will Matt be in the Rumble? Well, he's a resident toker, so
how high he is. He's number 27. That's how high he is.
Yeah, right.
he's the last one. How basically again, just a little preview. I think we'll go with the traditional sort of 3 repeats for the whole Rumble for your whole duration that you can use if you need to repeat the clip. Same rules for Seen Heard applied. If nobody gets it, we will get the chance for you to get it on one repeat with the hints. So we'll just play it one more time with the hints, like you said. But we're going to combine the usual 2 hints into just one hint, just for time's sake. So it'll be the director and the year that we'll throw out there to see if anybody can get the point. And just like all these other free-for-alls, it'll be 5-question increments, and the person or persons with the lowest score each round get eliminated. So if 2 people have 2 points, and everybody else has 3 or 4 or whatnot, then both the people with 2 points get eliminated, or if it's just one person with 1 point or however it works. So those people will be eliminated, and we'll bring in new competitors as needed. So it's just going to work like every other kind of Rumble free-for-all.
Yeah, for these free-for-alls, we just kept it simple, just movie clips. There's no special rounds or like special anything that you have to remember. Just come in, there'll be roughly about a 15-second clip each time, and then you just have to name them.
And I will say, Jordan has a very random way of picking these clips. He doesn't just pick, just his favorite movies or anything like that. He has a very specific way, a random way that he, narrows it down by genre and like years and all kinds of weird stuff, to just pick, random movies and then the actual time codes and things like that. So
so
specific.
Here's a little behind the scenes for anyone that might be curious. I literally just spin another wheel. So I have a wheel with like every single subgenre of a movie you can think of. Then I have every single month on there, so I can pick movies that like are released during a certain month. And then I just kind of I have a separate one for the year, and then I spin one for the year. And so whatever year and then whatever genre that it happens to land on, I just go with that. And then also for like picking the actual clips, I have a whole system that kind of streamlines the way that I edit, because I got to edit these quickly when you're doing 150 movie clips. So I have a streamlined way for doing that too. So all works out. Pretty random. There's a lot of just kind of random stuff. So nothing's rigged.
Well,
Nothing's
I will
preset,
say,
pre-chosen.
and you
Nothing
do
like
make
that.
sure that whenever you get to the actual time code of the clip that you're picking, again, I won't say like what time codes or anything, how you do that, but you do make sure that it's not like just some stock footage shot of a cityscape or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that,
So there won't be any like thing like that, or like something that's like 3/4 of a way through a sentence that you don't even know what the content.
There's like it's usually just some kind of content from the movie, like with people in the movie or something happening or what, not just because there are all these movies, every other movie has if it's set in New York, for example, Jordan, there's always like a sweeping shot of New York City in the skyline. Like we don't do that because that could be anything, but just like there will be actors in the scene or some kind of action or something going on. So hopefully Malcolm, no deleted scenes.
Scenes, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, maybe I once had one. I'm not sure. That's debatable. I don't know, but
I mean, I would consider it, but it is what it is. It happened.
Yeah.
The point of controversy and one of my only losses in Seen and Heard. So
but I will say that there may be a couple of clips that have no dialogue. So make sure that you're really like looking at the screen, because most of them do, like probably 95% of them do, but there's a couple though. But I made sure that there's scenes though where the characters are like pretty recognizable. You like see like, oh, that's that character from this movie. It's clearly that character.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, well, I'm not sure if that's that like Robert Downey Jr. from like 4 or 5 different movies. It could be anything. No, it'll be clearly like what character it is. So
he doesn't try to completely fool you with some nonsense. At least there's some content you can kind of pick up some clues and some things. What's going on? So for sure.
I will say though, for the free for all, I did kind of skew a little more modern on the clips, but there are some classics in there still. There's still a few classics in there that I threw out there. So we'll see.
I know the last one I won, I missed a few because you pulled some classics that were pretty like stuff I hadn't seen, that I'd heard of, but I just hadn't got around to yet. But I know the classics are a little tougher. Some of those old black and white movies, things like that. But Jordan can literally pick. The movies can be from any decade, any genre. So it's just whatever. It's just like a ASAT where you can ask about anything. So so kind of in clip form. So go back if you haven't. If you're a little unfamiliar, go back. We've got we're on Movie Hero Network. We've got archives of the episodes. You can go watch.
You can go back and see kind of how it works.
Kind of see how it works. Because we've had some marathon episodes where we just did all clips, so it'll be kind of similar to that. Our standard Seen and Heard trivia format goes clips, songs and scores and soundtracks, and then the quotes at the end, which will be like how the grand championship will work if you make it. And we should say, basically, like we said, the winner will join me, Moose, and Ryan Permison in the actual championship episode. And like I say, if Moose or Ryan happens to win because they're back in the back, we'll take the next sort of second place competitor, thing like that. So who's right behind them.
And I kind of have the schedule for the Seen and Heard trivia on a normal schedule worked is I've been doing two per month, usually on either a Sunday or a Monday, but it all has to do with the current champion's schedule, because they're the one that have to be there. So we make sure that they can be there first and foremost, and then after that, we schedule anyone that's available to be there on the day that person is available. And probably I'll be switching off from doing marathon episodes and then just regular episodes. So we'll have some more marathon episodes, but it won't always be that way.
And we'll talk about that on the actual free for all, Brian. We're not going to talk about that right here. The MVP or what they get. We'll talk about that at the end of the show. Just at the end of the actual free for all. And I don't think that. And Jordan doesn't usually use stuff that's still in cinemas, but if it's on streaming by now, it's eligible. So for instance, I'll just give an example. I don't know what he has yet, but The Flash is on HBO Max now, so it is available. Like if he uses a clip from The Flash, it's available. It's on streaming, so that is eligible. If it's available, kind of generally from the past. Usually, nothing right now in theaters, but if it was streaming, let's say like early 2023, it's eligible. Anything.
Usually, I'll give a movie about 3 to 4 months before I'll use any clips from it. So, but it depends though. There's a couple of movies that maybe it's like hanging around a little longer, Barbie and like that kind of stuff. Because
we're not going to those are still in theaters, so we would not use those. But for instance, Dungeons and Dragons is on Peacock right now. They came
Yeah.
out early this year, so
Right.
that would be available if it came up on his wheel. Like he could use a clip from that or something. Yes, but nothing currently still on movie schedules. No, nothing like that.
Yeah. So the best way to study, like I said, is just watch movies, or if you want to speed through it, you can go and watch clips maybe on like YouTube or like trailers, that kind of stuff. That might be a little hint of like ways to study, because there's not going to be any questions. It's just going to be all clips. So, so yeah.
No, nothing Elemental because it's not on Disney Plus yet. Yeah, things like that, Brian. Because those haven't hit. If it's hit free streaming essentially or VOD, at least, and they're not there yet. Yeah, I know they just reissued some of those movies right now to fill out those showtimes right now. Elemental, Little Mermaid, some of those got reissues. But basically, if Elemental was on Disney Plus right now, it would be eligible. Something like that. But yeah, not right now.
Yep. So yeah, that's pretty much how it's gonna work. So we'll make some groups, and we're gonna ask, like, we're gonna make groups, and we're gonna have the groups just so people can know their numbers. So we can give you a heads up of when you might be on deck to come into the free for all. But we ask that if you have any questions about if you think that it's something that like everyone might be like really wanting to know, you can throw like a quick little question in the group. But for most questions, we ask that you just message me or Austin directly. That's the best way to do it. We don't want to clog up the
we don't want to clog it up with people posting gifs and just going back and forth about nothing. So yeah, I mean, we'll and when we make the groups, we'll say that as well at the top. Please just keep this minimal. If you have questions, just message us. We'll let you know. But yeah, we might make like two groups, like a front half and a back half type of group, for first 13, last 13 or 14, something like that, just so you can kind of get an idea of, this group will be the second half of the show, maybe after the first hour. This one might be in the first hour, things like that. So we're hoping to keep it to around 2 hours, 2.5 hours tops. So we'll try to keep it moving as quickly as possible. As long as everybody shows up and we get them in the green room quickly and get everybody in and out, it should go smooth. And we've never really had any technical issues at Seen and Heard with the clips. Sometimes we've had stuff with those the scores and soundtracks, but never with the movie clips. Movie clips usually go pretty smooth. And
also, if you watch some of the more recent episodes, I had some issues with some delays on the clips. So my dad just got a brand new laptop. He's going to lend it to me to actually run the free for all. So I shouldn't have any issues there. I mean, we're going to test it out about 24 hours before, make sure everything runs smoothly, so we're not having any kind of weird delays or any mutes.
And also, that's why I'm going to be there. I'm going to help Jordan keep track of the scores each round, try to coordinate everybody coming in and out to make it smoother on him, so you can mostly worry about just running those clips and whatnot, and keeping everything coordinated. So yeah, we'll keep track of those scores and everything. And and if he gets delayed for a few seconds after playing a clip, I'll be there to provide some banter and keep everything moving. Silence. It'll be all right.
It'll definitely help to have a co-host there. So make sure that I have all the scores correct and everything. Thing is, we don't really have to worry about scores because it's just going to be last man standing. So that's pretty much
and all the scores will reset to 0 every time. Like always free for all. So it'll just be a best of 5. Each time. And, but I'll help Jordan keep track of that. And
we'll have scores that way. But
he's going to try to get me on. Both of us on the actual StreamYard, we got to coordinate that. So maybe I can even update the ticker for him, as we keep going. He, like I say, he can just
and
whatnot. So we'll do that, and but we're looking forward to it. Jordan's put a lot of prep into this, early prep. Like I say, he's got almost all the clips ready to go. He's got a few more to pull in the next couple of days here, but should have everything ready to go. He's going to clear his
schedule. Just a few more, so we have enough if it goes to sudden.
But he's going to clear his schedule on Sunday. I'm off on Sunday, so we can coordinate all day and make sure we are ready to go, for that evening. And a reminder, it starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. So 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, just a tad earlier than when we usually go because of the length. We want to start just a tad earlier.
So for this, we'll make sure that we start promptly on a time, because I know with my schedule, like my apologies, we go late quite often for tournament fights and tier ranker. I have my whole entire schedule cleared. That there will be no going late, and we're even going to ask that the first 5 competitors that are there show up just a little early, maybe like 15 minutes. We'll make sure the link. So I'm just going to read off just the first 5. So these 5 people, you want to show up a little bit before 8, probably about 7:45 Eastern time. So just do the math on your time zone wherever you live. So, but it'll be Chase Waldupfell, Evan Bushcar, the gold leader, Josh Diggins, Michael the Wolfman Wyndham, and Brendan Cohen. Those are our first 4, and then we'll keep updating when people get eliminated. When you're going to be on deck to jump in next, we'll do all that.
Yeah, maybe even the first 7, Brian and Sandy as well, because they'll be in the green room. We can have them ready to go as well.
Brian
Things
Sandy,
like that. But yeah, if you're in that first 10 or so, yeah, make sure you're on time, ready to go. As we get going. So
because if you're not there when we need you, like we're gonna try to get like the next 2 or 3 people on deck to go. Like probably what we'll do is we'll have the next 2 people waiting in the green room, and maybe like a third one we'll just give you a little reminder in the chat, heads up, we'll be pulling you to the green room next or something like that, So
yeah, no, sometimes there's a delay here or there pulling people in, but we'll give you about a 2-minute buffer, and if you're not there, we're gonna move on to the next player. So you're gonna.
Well, I know for lights out, if we follow, they had a little mishap with Kevin Poss. They sent him some kind of link, and for whatever reason, it was like some kind of different link. So he went in there, but he was in a green room all by himself, just kind of chilling, and no one knew what the heck was going on. They're like, Kevin, like, where are you? And then he's like, yeah, I don't know what happened. I was there like right when you called me in. I was just chilling all by myself, wondering what's happening. So yeah.
Yeah, and Malcolm, I will be there as co-host, so I will keep the crosstalk to a minimum between the competitors, and all the banter. Yeah, I mean, we don't mind making a few jokes here and there, but yeah, I will keep the banter to a minimum.
And also I'll say that you're right. Little Mermaid just dropped on Disney Plus. I'm not going to say whether or not there's any clips from it, but that might be like basically like where the newer movies kind of stop. That's going to be like if there's a clip, there won't be anything that's released after that. So
yeah, maybe like early summer stuff, but yeah, nothing late summer that's still like kind of lingering around in theaters or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, May or June might be the cutoff, and yeah, anything right now.
I will say that also going forward, we may do some themed episodes too. I've been thinking about maybe during Halloween doing like a horror-based episode.
No, we definitely got to do a horror episode. Yeah, like you said, we need to do like a Christmas movie episode for Christmas time, because you love Christmas movies, so we got to do a Christmas movie episode for sure. And we'll do some theme stuff, or if anybody has any ideas,
like a comedy one or something.
Yeah, we can do all comedy. We can do an all comic book movie, one, where maybe it's difficult to pick which MCU movie you show a clip of, you know what I mean, or which DC movie. That can
also too, like certain movies, they're like pretty recognizable. Like if it's a comic book one or like maybe like an animated one. So if you do those, prepare yourself for some like way more obscure clips from those though, because
like side characters doing side things in those
movies.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yep, exactly.
We could definitely do theme episodes, going forward, as well as our regular sort of random clip episodes. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. Horror movie want to be a lot of fun, because you could really dig into the past with those, and some of the crazier stuff and the crazy clips as well. And the Christmas movie one, and you can even do those sort of other Christmas movies that are like those adjacent ones where they kind of take place at Christmas, but maybe they're not like, Christmassy stuff all over the movie, and still, your Rocky Fours, your Kiss Kiss Bang Bangs, your Lethal Weapons, things like that. That
like Trading Places, maybe some of those.
Trading Places. Yeah, some of those that you forget are Christmas movies, but they kind of technically are. So you can even pull those. That'd be fun.
Yeah. So I will say we don't have any dates set for any of those, but I think for sure, just off the top of my head, we will do a horror one at some point for sure. We will do a Christmas one for sure, and then we'll probably do a comedy one for sure. Those are the 3 that I'm like pretty sure on. And then on the other one, I'll just have to figure out how like a comic book one or like an anime one would work without making every clip too obvious. I'll have to kind of think on that one, but I really would like to. So, but there's no date set. So if we do set them, we'll.
Well, and again, it doesn't have to be necessarily MCU DC. You can do any movies that are based on comics or comic books.
Yeah, right.
Forget are stuff like Road to Perdition, A History of Violence, Men in Black. Those movies you forget that are. I mean, you play a clip for, oh yeah, that's right, it is based on, you know,
Scott Pilgrim,
go down that Wikipedia of like comic book movies, technically, you know, and pull those. So that,
yep, for sure. So yeah, it should be a fun time. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, if anyone has any last minute questions, you can fire them in quick. But we'll probably wrap it up. We'll probably have these groups out in roughly about 24 hours. We'll give it a little time. That way, if you were able to tune in, you got a little preview. You got to see everyone's number, including your own, and then we'll make sure everyone is informed and well aware of their number and when they need to show up and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, no, sounds good. And yeah, we're looking forward to it. We'll make sure everything's prepped and ready to go. And yeah, hopefully, you know, fingers crossed we don't run into any technical problems, but we shouldn't. You know, I think we'll be pretty well prepped and ready to roll. So I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good time. These Rumbles are always a good time for everybody to jump in, just have some fun, and you know, get everybody involved in the community. Hopefully, maybe, you know, we get some more you know, followers and subscribers out of it. We certainly hope so. You know, you'll tune in and check it out, you know, and yeah, please watch along. Even if you're playing, not playing, whatever, please watch along and check it out. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, and I'm definitely gonna double and triple check everything. I'm gonna go in and like do a few test runs, just make sure I don't want to have any infamous. Like we had one where we had Paul Preston on, where like my internet really went wonky for like literally almost 30 minutes. That was a bad one. So I'm gonna go in like the day before, the day of. I'm gonna double, triple check everything, make sure it goes off without a hitch. So it'll be fun. So yeah,
Jordan all day will just be playing each clip and, you know, running each thing, and right. I might even jump on with him and make sure, you know, everything runs smoothly. Like we'll figure it all out. We got our days. We cleared our schedules for that day, so we'll do whatever we have to do to make sure we're good. So yeah, should be all right.
Yeah, and then we'll kind of just like I try to get creative. Think of like those themed episodes. Think of like if we want to do another free for all, we'll do a free for all in the same format, probably in December, but maybe next year we may do free for all, like an Inner Geekdom free for all, or like some different things like that. You know, just to kind of like switch it up. You know, so we'll kind of see how like what's going to work best, what's popular, what people are actually interested in doing. So if there's things like any kind of like categories you're interested in. You can always DM me or Austin on Facebook. You can let us know. Hey, I'm a big horror guy. I'm a big animation guy. I'm a big comedy guy.
I mean,
save me for that. You know,
you can do an action one where it's just random action sequences from different action movies. You gotta figure out which one it is. You know, you could play a John Wick clip, but which John Wick movie is it? You know, out of all the ones.
Right.
You got to figure it out. You know, like that sort of thing. And yeah, we can do an action one with just crazy action sequences that you got to kind of decipher and see what's going on. So yeah, the possibilities are endless with the Seen and Heard, with literally every movie just about available. So
yeah, now that we're kind of getting Austin familiar with all the hosting stuff, Brian says maybe there might be one then maybe I can even compete on it. And
yeah, no,
together.
If I can you know, pull enough clips and things and find enough stuff that fits the format. I'm just not good at editing. Editing is eluding me. I've got stuff I pulled off of you know, YouTube, like little short things, stuff like
what a predicament.
The problem is I didn't edit that. I just found that on YouTube as like a 5-second thing, and I uploaded to StreamYard. So like I'm not very good at editing. So
yeah, we'll see if one of these days
there. Yeah, I'm
like Austin can maybe pull enough of those little short ones from YouTube, or maybe even there's some other people out there. Like if you're good at editing and you want to put them together, maybe Malcolm. I know he's pretty good at like running stuff like that and like knows how to video edit, or like anyone who knows how to do that. Even other people who run different leagues, like a JB3 or like a Henry or JPO. Some of those guys that know a thing or two about editing. Maybe you want to host one of these, so I can actually play one down the road. Then you're totally
here, Jordan. I've got one 20-second clip. Would you like to play a quick Seen and Heard and identify this movie?
Sure.
I'll give you a hint. It won't be hard at all, but I'll still play it. All right. Name this movie, Jordan. You can play.
You're a killer, sir. Yes, sir. Let me see your war face, sir. You got a war face? Ah, that's a war face. Now let me see your war face. Ah! Bullshit. You didn't convince me. Let me see your real war face. Ah! You don't scare me. Work on it. Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah.
I
Well,
wonder
that'll
what
be
it could be.
yeah, that'll be famously Arlie Ermy in Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, so that would be
Nice.
the answer. That's how it works. It'd be like a 15, 20-second clip, something like that. Name the movie. That's literally how the whole thing works. So, yeah.
And also, too, I want to kind of stress, too, like if you want to hear well, you want to make sure you have good audio. So maybe have some headphones ready or be in a place where you can turn up your volume as loud as you need to because that'll be helpful. And also make sure you come prepared with a whiteboard because we'll need whiteboards the entire time. So, so yeah, just
it's like every other trivia thing. Yeah, bring your whiteboards, bring your paper, whatever you got to bring, and
yeah.
be ready to go. Should be fun.
Yeah, if you don't have a whiteboard, I will say you can do it on a paper. I don't think this time I'm going to allow for people to just write stuff on their phones and show it to the screen just for the free for all. If we have like an episode in the future where someone just doesn't have any other option, we might allow that down the road. But for right now, paper or a whiteboard, please. So yeah.
Totally. All right, man. But yeah, that'll about wrap it up. A little preview of what's to come on Sunday. So yeah, that's kind of how it's gonna roll. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good. All right. Well, that will do it tonight. So until Sunday, we have Austin Pez Howell. I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we'll see you next time.